Hit it.
Wet hair and all. Let's do it.
It's almost the holidays. You're in survival mode.
I don't want to be in survival mode.
Not in survival mode, but like, there's just not enough time. It's okay to have wet hair. At least you got a shower in.
I know, that was my priority. I'm like, it's going to feel so... I hadn't washed my hair since Monday.
I went to my hairdresser yesterday. I can't remember the last time I washed it. And then when she did it, I said, this is going to last a good week.
Have you used Living Proof? I started using her stuff.
I've used it for a while.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff's amazing.
Living Proof is amazing. And I love the, which one is it? So they have a leave-in conditioner too. That's good. So I was just doing the dry shampoo.
You got the texturizer too?
No, I don't need a texturizer. My hair's so coarse. I don't need any of that nonsense. The leave-in conditioner is really good. And there's like an anti-frizz one. That's phenomenal.
I don't need anti-frizz. Maybe leave-in conditioner.
It's good. I don't use it all the time. It can be a little heavy, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. And there you go.
There's go.
There's our quick
There's
review.
our promo of the day.
I know. I don't think I can do that with that button over my face.
Oh, I can scooch over. All right.
You're fine.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Live Messy podcast. I'm Megan.
I'm Sarah.
Look at that professional intro that we just did. It's been a while
Nailing
since we've
it.
done that.
Nailing it.
Today, we're going to talk about the holidays.
Yeah. We were going to start a marriage series, but we realized that might be a little heavy.
It's a little much right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because things tend to get a little tense sometimes.
a little tense.
I do have a funny story. So I swear to God, every time I have a family event, my husband picks a project and disappears.
What did I see? Oh, I saw a funny meme either today or yesterday, and it said, like, the husband said, I'll be back in 5 minutes. And she goes, is that like 5 minutes, or a football 5 minutes?
That's perfect.
Yes, that's like
I'm like, how long are you going to be in the pot? That's what I was about to say.
Like,
are we going 1 or 2? We're going 2. Is it going to be 20 minutes? I'm never 20 minutes.
How many chess games have you played in there, babe? Because I can hear you dinging.
I'm like, stop watching TV. I'm like, give me your phone. He's like, no. But no, he always does a project before.
So what's his project right now? Does he have one?
No, because we're not hosting any holiday parties this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so, usually, I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, I think I'm going to go ahead and stain the fence. Power wash the fence. That was the last thing that he did. And then it is, I'm going to put new whirlybirds on the roof. Because that's what a 42-year-old man
Is that what those things are called?
Whirlybirds.
They look like chef hats and they go around? They're called whirlybirds?
Yeah. Huh. He's like, I'm going to install those.
There you go, Live
like,
Messy
go
listeners. You learn something new every day. Whirlybirds.
Let's shimmy on that roof. Let's get up there, little 42-year-old man.
So you can hurt your back and be on the couch.
Lord almighty.
Well, today we're going to talk about holiday traditions. And I told Sarah, don't look at my notes.
No, I wasn't. I was just staring off into nothing.
I told Sarah, I'm like, I'm going to go a different direction. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
So I have no idea.
So this is always fun. Surprise, surprise. I'll let you start, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I mean, do you have, so for me, I feel like our traditions have changed as the kids have grown and our needs have changed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like why I'm going to go in the direction I'm going to go. Because my kids are, maybe we should say how old our kids are in case people haven't listened to previous episodes. So mine are 13, 10, and 9. How old are your kids?
12, 9, and 4.
So I'm in the middle years, you're middle, and then still in the young years.
Like the little one is like Christmas magic.
Yes.
And the oldest, well, it's Allie. I'm sure she believes in Christmas magic too. But and Luke still believes.
Yeah.
In the magic.
So Jackson knows the truth. He found out in like 5th grade and he was so mad. Grady knows the truth but doesn't really act like he knows the truth.
Because he just lives the fantasy.
Yeah, he's just playing along. And then Wyatt, we had a conversation this morning. He's like, I know Santa's not real. And he was so logical about it.
That's going to be...
Yes. He was like, I heard you open the garage last year. And I'm like, why do you think that has anything to do with Santa?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you had to leave. And I said, I'm telling you right now, on Christmas Eve, the last thing I want to do is get in my car and go somewhere. I'm in my bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was very logical in what he was thinking about and how he was trying to, that's him. He's logical and analytical. So, but ours have changed over the years. Do you have traditions that and I know they're traditions. So are these things that have been passed down to you or something you started with your family or a mix of both?
I don't know. I didn't realize I consciously started them. Mm-hmm. And when I was thinking about this, when I was doing research, I'm like, gosh, we don't have any traditions. I'm a shitty mom. And so I Googled and I'm like, Oh crap, we do. We have a lot of traditions. I showed her. I'm like, look at this. Look at this. So a couple of the things that we do is, oh my gosh. Well, we bake cookies.
Well, yes.
Well, yeah, we bake cookies. Christmas Eve, we watch Christmas Eve movies.
Do you watch
in
a
our
specific
pajamas.
movie?
Well, yeah.
Like the same movie every year on Christmas Eve?
So that was a tradition that was passed down from when I was a kid. The Christmas Story.
Uh-huh.
We watched that one, and we watch
Can I admit something?
The Griswolds. You've never watched it? You hate it?
I hate it.
Oh.
A Christmas Story.
Mm.
It's annoying.
Mm.
I know it's iconic.
Uh-huh.
Don't like it.
What is the name of the
I'll shoot your eye out. Get out of here with that.
What is the name of the Griswolds? What is that one?
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas. Damn.
So that's a
my mind.
tradition that my mom started, not when we were kids. I think when we were older, we would decorate the tree the day after Thanksgiving, and then at night we'd watch that movie. So I still do that. We haven't necessarily let the kids watch that movie because it's not totally appropriate. Jackson watched it with us, but well, my other ones are little.
I'm like, well, that explains a lot for my family, not for yours.
So yeah, so usually we decorate the Christmas tree the day after. All you Southerners are crazy. That is not a California thing, and I've been here 12 years, and it's really hard for me because I love my pumpkins.
So it's real hard for you to walk in my house and see the 2 Christmas trees?
Not this year, because last year I think I switched over before Thanksgiving because I didn't host. And then this year I'm going to decorate before Thanksgiving because we're going out of town. So now it's becoming more norm, but if I host, my house will stay harvest. And then we usually decorate the day after Thanksgiving. We put up the tree. And this whole fake tree crap, like, get out of here with that too. We used to go and cut our tree down as a kid.
I've only had one real tree my entire life.
I've had a real tree every year of my life, except for when we lived in our apartment when we were building our house.
That's the only time we had a real tree was when we lived in our apartment.
That's funny. Yeah, so we still go and chop our tree down. I do have fake trees, though, in other parts of my house.
Yeah.
So we would decorate on Friday, and then Saturday we'd go get our tree, and I kept that with the kids. But now it's kind of changed a little bit because of schedule.
Well, I usually host Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I quit it this year, just for this year at least.
Yeah.
So we're going out of town the week before, and usually.
So you decorate for Christmas even if you host Thanksgiving?
Yes, and my usual plan is I don't decorate the tree until the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so you have everything up except for decor on your big tree.
Yes, but I'm changing that this year. I want it because it's such a pretty tree and it looks
is.
so pretty, and I'm just like, I want it all up, and I want to enjoy it for as long as possible.
Yeah.
I keep it up till January 1st.
I do too. And then I also think with Thanksgiving being later the last 2 years, like the end of November, it makes a little bit of sense to do it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. We usually run like the Frosty 5K.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that together.
Yeah.
We'll do we do this more than just we do like a family sleepover. Like they will bring their mattresses and stuff in the bedroom.
Fun.
We do that. I got this from our mutual friend, an activity advent calendar. So I do that. So if you don't know what that is, so everyone, there's an advent calendar where you open something or you do a gift.
You're
or
counting down to Christmas.
You count down to Christmas. So it's an activity in there.
Yeah.
Every day there's some Christmas type of activity that we do together. And it could be just super simple things. I have them all written out. The key is to prepare that list in the summer.
For sure, and you would
how
need
you
everything to go. Now, here's the thing about that. So I'll talk a little bit about that because that was on my list, actually. I love...
Activity advent? Do you do it too?
I'll tell you what I do, how I manipulated
She's just like
it.
surprising. She's like, I don't want to tell you anything.
So that is a tradition my mom does, is we always got the advent calendar. We open the door and there's a chocolate inside. And so my mom always sends the kids the Trader Joe's ones. And she still sends it to my nephews and niece, and they're like married and everything. So I love that she has kept that tradition for my kids. So they get the chocolate advent calendar every year. We do, and I've seen people do this for all the days, like 1 through 24, and I do 12 days of kindness. So it's an advent calendar. I only do 12 days because I can't commit to 24 days of doing stuff. The 24 days of the activities is too much for me.
Yeah.
It's one more thing on my very full plate in December. And I don't want to feel like a failure when we don't do that activity. Like, crap, I missed the third. Now we got to do the third's activity and the fourth's activity at one day.
There's your problem right there. If
No,
you miss
because
the
I'm
third,
a
we
one.
just keep rolling.
No, because I'm a one and we got to do them all. And so I decided to do, because I saw another friend do an Advent of kindness, but they did every day. And it's not hard things. It's open the door for someone. It's let someone go first. Be kind to your brother. You know, and the kids tell me what to put in there. So I have a little thing with bags 1 through 12, and I write them down, and then we put them in there, and we every morning pick out. But if we accidentally skip a day or life gets stressful, I've got 24 days to do 12 things.
It makes sense.
So I was the person that wanted to do all the things with the kids, and I did too much, and I burnt myself out, and Christmas time became stressful. And so for me, I say ditch it. That's my surprise to you.
Really?
Ditch it.
Traditions or the Advent calendar?
It all. Ditch it. Ditch it.
I like it though.
There
and
are
it doesn't
things
stress me out. It's fun.
There are things that I hold on to that we'll do. Like we'll do the 12 days of kindness. I made it work for us.
Yeah.
We'll decorate. We'll do the cutting down of the Christmas tree. But I have gotten to the point where the kids are older that I want to sit and enjoy you rather than rushing to the next activity. And so I said, ditch it. If we watch Christmas movies, then we watch Christmas movies. We don't have to watch a certain one on a certain day. Like, I think for me, it became too restricting with the traditions. Like, we have to do these things. And I'm like, I don't want to feel like I have to.
You shouldn't feel like you have to anything.
But I think people do when it comes to their traditions. I think they feel like they have to do it all. They have to bake the cookies. We take all these things that are Christmas centered and we try to jam pack it into a very small amount of time that's already filled with plays and musicals and school activities and all the things, gifts. Right? Yes, and all the things.
That's a have to. That's a drag.
That I just sat back and I said, I want to sit in my house and just look at the twinkle lights with my kids. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. We have traditions that we do, but if we don't do them, it's not a big deal. And I don't feel like I have to, where I think a lot of people with this Pinterest, Instagram culture we feel like they have to.
Did you see in the summer, I posted a thing. I'm like, make sure you have your Instagram checklist, summer checklist. And I'm like, White Claw, check. Swan photo, check.
Right?
I'm like, and I can see that being the exact. So where we live, it's, what would you say the traditions would be that you always see people? Pumpkin patch. Everybody does the pumpkin patch.
Yes. Yep.
Fall photos.
Yes.
Everybody gets family pictures in the fall.
Yeah.
What else do they do? Those are things that I noticed. What else do you notice that other
Well,
people
I think they also want to go to all the tree lightings that we have around here because we have a lot of tree lightings.
I've never been to a tree lighting.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
It's really fun. It really is.
They have one at the Cowboys. At the
yes.
Star
Okay,
thing.
so that one's super fun. So my mom has started to come at Thanksgiving, which has been super cool. And last year, she goes, do you want to come down? Let's watch the tree lighting. So we all were in their hotel room. They stayed at the Omni, my mom and her husband, and we were able to watch it from her windows at the hotel room. And we're looking down at all the people. We're like, this is amazing. Because there's no people. We could hear everything and we could see it all. It was wonderful. I think people go to the tree lightings. They go to the, like shopping, like there's, Neath the Wreath or whatever.
I wanted to go to that every
Me too.
year.
I always
never
miss
have.
it. We should do it next year.
It was last weekend.
Was it?
I think
we'll do it next year.
Next year.
I do go to vintage market days with a girlfriend every year. That is a tradition I keep, but only because that forces she and I to spend time with each other. Like it's one of those like set calendar things that we do every year. What else do I think people do? I think they do the Advent, which I love and adore, and I think it's wonderful.
I'm not knocking on how hard. We'll get to that in a minute, but I think you might be a little hard on yourself on that. Like, if we
for sure, I'm a one. And
it's super simple. Like it's stuff like.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna hit you.
I can't even. I would have to have the list right in front of me, but I mean, it's like super simple things like hide a candy cane today, candy cane search, and I just kind of make stuff up.
Right.
And
I think it's all about perspective and how you approach it. I think we need to ditch, well, we're going to talk about that on the next episode, the expectations of it, maybe. It just got to the point where we were doing instead of enjoying.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do, I want to enjoy. And in the process, if we do something, then that's great.
If it just happens.
Yeah.
Let's circle back to the traditions. what we need to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we always go to Christmas Eve service. I mean, there's things that we just, not like we don't have traditions and we don't do things. I've just removed the, you have to.
Okay. I never feel like I have to. The only thing I feel like I have to is the teacher gifts. And I love our teachers. I'm so grateful for them. I literally turned to Levi's teachers the other day and I said, thank you. They were like, for what? And I'm like, for showing up to work today.
Yeah.
I'm like, so many people don't. And I go, and I really appreciate you being a constant and a consistent piece of my day. Thank you.
So what stresses you out about that?
I'm just a crappy school mom because I never know like when to bring it. Do we bring it to the party? They've changed the parties. Do I bring it here? And I taught school. Can you just bring me cash?
Right.
Just bring me cash. Can you just bring? And so that's what I get them Target gift cards and like a bundt cake.
That's all they need. That's all they need. I have found that if I get them something throughout the year, the Christmas gift doesn't feel so weighty.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, I love Trader Joe's pumpkin body butter. It's one of my very favorite things that comes out every year. So I always buy it. I'm like, I'm going to grab some of these for the teachers. Mm-hmm. And so now when I'm going into buying them something for Christmas, I don't know. It just feels like another thing just to say thank you. It doesn't feel like it's required or I don't know.
I think
there's a one up around our place too, where
for sure.
Moms are going to bring some like monogrammed.
I did that one year.
Stuff that in a gift basket that's to the nines, and you're like,
stationery.
here's your bundt cake and Target gift, and the teacher's probably like, this is the best thing ever.
Well, that's what I loved. I remember I had people would bring me, and I don't know. I remember people would bring me. One time, a boss brought me a purse. So paint the picture. I think I'm like 19 or 20.
Right.
We're at the Four Seasons in like the wine room. They're serving us, pasta dinner or whatever night it was. And she gives gifts out to everybody. And she gives me and this was a long time ago, a Kate Spade purse. Uh-huh. I had no clue what that was. And I opened it and I'm like, I really needed a black purse.
That's funny. Not like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, she was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Anyways, okay, what else is on your list?
That was just a side note.
We go that way.
Anyways, it's just a funny story though.
It is a funny story. Well, and I think that's an important thing to talk about teacher gifts because we do want to appreciate our teachers, but it doesn't have to be a thing. But it doesn't have to be a thing.
No, it doesn't have to be what's the biggest and brightest thing I can get it.
Just show them that you love and appreciate them.
Yes. Yeah. So we do the angel tree. That's something we do every year.
We
do the angel tree every year.
Yes.
We bake cookies. So this is something else I've done, and I did get it from Pinterest. But it was just so cool. I'll do footprints, Santa footprints to the tree.
with the flower.
That's why I haven't done it. I haven't done it the past 2 years because we have hardwood floors. It works in carpet.
You can do it on hardwood. I've seen it on hardwood. I've seen it. I haven't tried it. You need to do a practice run.
I need to get it wet.
Maybe make like a paste kind of. Oh, that sounds awful.
God, that's a lot. Maybe not that one.
That's a tradition. I'm like, that looks cute on Pinterest, but nope.
But when I did it, it was freaking awesome.
Oh yeah,
it was
super
so cool.
cute.
I was like, I haven't.
Or have you seen one year they had the app where like you could videotape your videotape? Is it 1985?
Maybe.
You could record your Christmas tree and Santa would be like photoshopped in. Did you see that? That was cute.
I have seen that. That is cool. And you can also call
Not that that's
Santa.
A tradition. Yes, we've done that. And you can watch the North Pole video with the real reindeer. Have you seen that? I'll have to get you the link. My sister usually has it.
And we also watched the super creepy old, what is that? Stop motion.
Oh, the claymation movies. Okay, so we watched those too. Those are some of my faves because that reminds me of childhood. Remember would come on TV.
Always. Yeah. I tell you the one thing that I have never done and my children have never done: sat on Santa's lap.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I have just freaked out. I don't know why. Even when I was a little kid, I never wanted to do it. And my mom even hired a Santa at a party that she had.
And you wanted nothing to do with him?
I think Luke sat on his lap, but that was it. And
so you have no Santa photos?
I have no Santa photos. No.
Does Levi want to see Santa?
We don't talk about it.
Okay.
No, they don't even have knowledge of it.
You don't talk to him about it. It's just not. It doesn't. You don't think about it, or it creeps you out too much.
I'm never
because it is kind of creepy.
I'm never going to take him. I don't need a pedophile holding my child on his lap.
I will say,
I'm sure the one at North Park is fine.
Right.
He's fine.
The one at Stonebriar, he's great. We don't really do the Easter Bunny because of that. That's creepy to me. And they always look evil. Like, what is that costume? But I remember the year the kids said they didn't want to go to Santa, and I was okay with that. Like, I let them lead. With the whole Santa thing, I let them lead. Oh, and so Elf on the Shelf, do you do it? Let's bring that into the conversation.
I guess I bought the cheap one because he doesn't like have movable parts.
Yeah.
And I didn't even read the book. I had no idea.
Right.
And so I would just like hide him and move him around.
Right.
And then one year I put him in Luke's lunchbox and he went to school. Shut up. I know.
Did he get touched?
Yes, he
Then
did.
he lost all his magic.
Oh, Jesus.
We put him in a jar one time.
So Luke opens his lunchbox. He still talks about it to this day.
That's so funny.
He's like, do you think the elf will get in my lunchbox this year? And I'm like...
But see, isn't that funny? Like, you broke the rules of the tradition, and that's what he remembers the most.
Yeah, well...
So sometimes we need to break the rules of the tradition.
His friends that were like, they were appalled that it was in his
His magic is gone!
And I'm like, simmer down.
So when the boys were little, I was the crazy, like, did the whole elf shenanigans, and now I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, crap, I didn't miss the damn elf.
No, sometimes I'll just take him and throw him into the tree. And
see where he lands. My friend one time, hers caught on fire.
On purpose?
I'm not even kidding. No, she had him.
Devil elf.
So inside, apparently, he is made of cardboard inside. FYI.
Well, I have the cheap one, so they're just
so yours
stuff
probably
that they can't move.
It looks like mini toilet paper rolls inside of him. And she had him up on her chandelier, and he was against the light, like the light bulb. And she was like, "What is that smell?" This on fire.
No, I'm not creative with it at all. Well,
that's where I say like that Pinterest and Instagram thing has come into play, and we feel like we have to do all these elf shenanigans. I have a whole board for the stupid elf that I need
board. What do you mean a board?
A Pinterest board.
Shut the
I know. That's why I threw the traditions out the door a while ago.
I will tell you, my kids do love it because Luke still talks about it. And there was one time that I made, and I always tell them, I'm like, well, the animals, the toys come alive when you go to sleep.
Oh my gosh, my dad told me that when I was little, and I totally believed him.
And so one day I set it all up, like he was there, and I think someone had like taken the elf hostage.
Oh, we did that with our neighbor one time. That was fun.
Yeah. So
we got her. No, they had the girl elf, and the girl elf took our elf hostage, and we had to make cookies to get him back.
That's cute.
Yeah, when we lived in the apartment, our neighbors downstairs were amazing. And we did the underwear, like we replaced the stockings with underwear.
I've not done that. That's cute.
Yeah, we did that. They were little. We were in the apartment, so Wyatt and Grady were 2 and 3. So Jack was 6. They were little itty bitty. But it's nice having a 13-year-old because when you forget to move the elf, the 13-year-old will do it for you. It's fun. So all of you who don't, maybe we can finish at like 25 minutes. Yeah. When your kids get older and you get sad about it, like they lose the Christmas magic, incorporate them into it because it is so fun to have Jackson on my team we went shopping the other day for something and the elf always brings PJs. That is a tradition we do. So our elf comes on December 1st. None of this day after Thanksgiving nonsense. I can't do it. Again, I can't do it that long. That's too long.
It's too much. Yeah,
too much. So the 1st to the 24th, I can do. And he always, on the 24th, wakes up with our baby Jesus from the manger and the Christmas story is open. That's a tradition. But he brings jammies with him when he comes back. And so Jack and I were shopping for something else for him, and he was helping me find like stocking stuffers for the kids. So as your kids get older, I know that you feel like, oh, that tradition is gone, but then you make new ones with them, and it is so magical and just as fun as when they were itty bitty. Almost even more fun because like they're a part of it now. I don't know. I've really enjoyed having the older kid.
Well, it does when they're not. Well, for me, mine are 4, but I'm excited about this year because Levi really gets it. Like, he's really motivated by Santa coming.
Yes,
very concerned about it. And
his number's on speed dial.
I know. And so another thing that we do, we'll wrap it up. We'll end it with this. Is we do Christmas lights, but we go in our matching pajamas.
Oh yes, I love that.
And we get out of the car. So first, I don't let them wear seatbelts, and they can just get in the sunroof. I mean, you're going like 5 miles an hour,
right?
So, and we do it at Main Street, and then I park the car, and we get out, and we go get popcorn in our pajamas.
Love
and
it.
Stuff like that. So
that's fun.
And I think to wrap this up, don't be so rigid about I don't have traditions. Where are the traditions? What am I doing? Calm down, because they start to develop with the family. Like that, it wasn't something I intentionally was like, we're gonna do this every year. It's gonna be magical. It was never like that. It was like, this was really fun. Let's do it again next year. And
I think maybe that's the way that you have to build your traditions, not on what your Pinterest board says, or have you ever seen those like fall bucket list?
What
like
is
that's
that?
People have them. Go on Pinterest. I'm sure there's a Christmas bucket list, and I'm like, so now I feel like I have to have hot cocoa with I don't even like mini marshmallows. Like, what the heck? So I think you're right. It's those things in your family that's fun and enjoyable together that you say, I want to do again next year. I like ending on that.
Yeah,
that was good. That was really good. Good way to end.